Hi everyone, this is Amber Colbert from East Alabama Board of Realtors, and I would like to welcome you to this Matrix tutorial. Today we're going to take a look at creating auto email, also known as reverse prospecting, for a customer or client within the Matrix MLS. If you are visiting us from another association or MLS, the system in today's tutorial may differ slightly from your home system, but the functionality will be the same. Let's begin by creating a search for our customer or client. And as you know, if you visited our other tutorials, once you create these searches, you can just simply use the results that you get from searching on the search table, or you can even navigate to your map. Limit your searches to a specific area. Now, when we go to our map area here, let's say we want to exclude a certain area so that we don't have to cross a highway when we're on our commute and that type of thing. We can do that here and create that exclusion. So any parameters we use to search, whether it be creating a perimeter on the map or using our search criteria, when we go to the results from that search, one thing that we can do is manipulate as needed. And then when we get our criteria looking the way that we want, the results looking the way that we want, creating the searches specifically the way that we want, we can actually save this by clicking on Save at the bottom of the results table, clicking New Auto Email, and that will take us into the Auto Email feature. You can select the client's name and email address for the contact, or if you haven't created one for them yet, you can use the Create a New Contact shortcut right here on the form. You can choose to copy yourself on emails as the listing emails go out to the customer or client. If you find that that kind of clogs your inbox, you could always come back in and turn this off later. You can also opt them into SMS. We're going to create a subject line for our emails. And this table works like any other email. You've got a pre-made message, but you can always go in here and just change anything you want on this message. This is going to be your first message that goes out, the first email they get. And as you can see, all of your listings and all of this functionality happens within one home, not within Matrix. So when they get the email, they'll be getting a link to one home. You can also change to a custom email if you want to create one as this campaign continues to flow for future emails, so they never look new all the time. You can edit your signature. And you see here that the criteria that you created, including the map exclusions here, will be visible on the criteria section. Now for reverse prospecting, we're going to choose that option under settings, and then we're going to schedule those emails. Now, if your client or customer wants to get emails as soon as something new hits the market that meets their criteria, you can set it up to do that. Say your customer or client travels and they're only home on the weekend, you can always go in here and just set up an evening or a morning email. You can do them differently on different days. Now, say this customer or client is shopping in the future, like they don't really have to need anything for 2 or 3 months out. They just want to get maybe a monthly email so they see what's out there. Or maybe this particular client has gone cold. You can continue to reverse prospect them with sending a monthly email of, hey, look what's hit the market since we last spoke. Now, when you save this auto email campaign, it will immediately start. Now let's say that at some point you need to change those criteria, or you need to change something that you've sent them. look at something that you've sent them, or maybe they just don't want to get this information anymore. You can always come into their profile here and choose auto email. Select the campaign that you created. And you can look at all the settings for this campaign. You can see based on this client and what link you sent them to One Home, you can decide what activity you want to see on the dashboard from that client. You can go in and edit your search criteria. You can go in and look at those results in a linear fashion again. All that's right there. You can look at the dates that things went out. What has changed since then? You can look at the market updates for that particular item. You can open up that client's account in One Home. Open up your account in One Home and see what that client is seeing. And also, if they don't respond or open that welcome email, you can resend that again. Now, if you want to end this auto email campaign, say this client has found the home they want and they don't need this anymore, or say this client is just not interested in working with the product, you can always just delete the campaign. If you have any other questions about the auto email campaign, also known as reverse prospecting, or if you would like to schedule a private tutorial of the Matrix MLS, just contact us here at the office at 334-297-1740, or you can check out some other tutorials on our YouTube channel, East Alabama Board of Realtors. Thank you.